สวัสดีค่ะ everyone! In today's recipe, I will show you how to make sweet and sour pork belly at home. I will cook it with pineapple, bell pepper, onion, and a delicious homemade sweet and sour sauce. We are going to start with the onion. We only need one, and we will cut it in half. Then we will cut it again into quarters. I like to separate the onions layer at this stage so that we don't need to spend time breaking it up when we will be cooking. Then we will set it aside. Next comes tomato for naturally sweet and sour flavors in the dish. I've got small ones, so I will cut them in half. If you have bigger tomatoes, cut them into 3 or 4 chunks. We will not cut it too small because tomatoes can easily turn mushy when stir-fried. Then the bell peppers or capsicums to bring some crunchiness. I will use 3 different colors. First, because they have slightly different tastes. Green bell peppers are the green ones, so they taste a little bit bitter. The yellow ones are medium ripe and taste a bit sweeter. And the red bell peppers are the really ripe ones. They are the sweetest ones. More than just the taste and texture, it just looks very nice in the final dish. And did you know that bell peppers are low in calories and exceptionally rich in vitamin C and other antioxidants? Well, now you know. Let's cut them into bite-sized chunks and set them aside. Another ingredient that really brings a fantastic sweet and sour flavor is pineapple. But before we talk about pineapple, let me tell you quickly about Patreon. This platform allows you to support your favorite creators. And by supporting them, you get to have unique benefits. For example, if you decided to support me, you would instantly have access to the PDF of my recipes to download. More than 40 recipes already. Link in description. But let's get back to pineapple for now. We don't want to use canned pineapple for this recipe because it's way too sweet and quite mushy. So it doesn't fit with this dish at all. I will only use half pineapple for this recipe and the other half I will make a smoothie later on. Tell me in the comments if you would like me to make a video on how to make smoothies at home. Once we cut the bottom part of pineapple, we can make it stand on the cutting board and run our knife down to remove the skin. I didn't cut the pineapple too deep because I really want to keep its meat as much as possible. Now, I will use my knife to remove all the pineapple eyes one by one. I'm then going to cut it in half to remove the core of the pineapple. We can eat it, but cooked and served with a rice dish, I personally find the texture quite tough to chew, so I prefer removing it. Finally, I will cut its length half and into bite-sized chunks. And put it in the bowl with bell peppers because they will go to the wok at the same time. If you like dishes with pineapple, I do have another yummy recipe called ข้าวผัดสับปะรด is fried rice with pineapple. Now green onion or ต้นหอม I like to cut the bottom of it like this, then cut it in half and in half again. For the rest, I will just slice it into 1.5 inch pieces, then set it aside. It's time for pork belly. I've got a thin pork belly piece today, but if you got a thicker one, no worries, it will be delicious too. For this recipe, I recommend removing the pork skin because if it's not cooked long enough, pork skin is very chewy and unpleasant to eat. And for this recipe, we will not cook very long, so it's best to get rid of it. Now, let's cut our pork into nice bite-sized pieces and bring them to a mixing bowl to marinate. Add soy sauce all over it, then add black soy sauce for the color. After that, mix it all well and and set it aside. Now comes the part you were waiting for, the yummy homemade sweet and sour sauce. In a mixing bowl, I will add soy sauce, palm sugar for sweetness, oyster sauce to give some thickness and saltiness, tomato ketchup for umami sweet and sour flavor, and a little bit of white pepper powder. Now, let's give it a good mix until the palm sugar is completely dissolved. Before the next step, I forgot to prepare some garlic, so I will make it quick. Just roughly chop it and put it in a small bowl. Back to the pork belly. Before cooking it, I will add some flour, then mix it around until the pork meat is coated nicely with flour. And once the oil is hot enough on medium heat, I will bring the pork meat pieces into the oil and let it cook evenly for about 3 to 4 minutes, or until each piece gets a nice color and crispy outside texture. When we've got crispy pork belly like this, we will take it out and drain the oil on a cooking paper. Now, we've got everything ready to stir fry, so I will add some cooking oil in a hot wok. I will then add garlic and onion to sizzle. Just give it a quick toss, and once the garlic turns to a nice golden color, I will add our crispy pork belly and stir a bit. After that, I will add the tomatoes, pineapple, bell pepper, and our delicious sweet and sour sauce all over it. I like to stir fry those ingredients just for a few minutes to get them a little bit soft, but I love when they still are crunchy, so I will not cook them longer. Now, I sprinkle some green onion on top, and that looks beautiful and colorful enough for me. What do you think? Do you know what this recipe reminds me? It reminds me of ไก่ผัดเม็ดม่วง Thai cashew chicken recipe. You don't believe me? So, go check by yourself. But only if you subscribe already, okay? Thank you for watching. See you next time. ขอบคุณค่ะ บ๊ายบาย